The silent merchant. In the small, bustling market of Eldoria, rumors of a mysterious merchant named Elias began to spread. He was new in town, selling rare and exotic spices that no one had ever seen before. But what intrigued people most wasn't his goods. It was his silence. Unlike the other merchants who shouted to draw customers, Elias said very little. He stood calmly behind his stall, his eyes scanning the crowd. If someone asked about his spices, he'd answer briefly, often with just a word or two. One day, a wealthy trader named Victor approached him. Victor prided himself on knowing every deal in town. "These spices," Victor said, picking up a small jar of crimson powder, "where are they from?" Elias looked at Victor and replied, "Far away." Victor frowned. "How do I know they're real? Are they worth the price you're asking?" Elias gave a small smile and said, "Taste." Victor hesitated, then dipped his finger into the powder and tasted it. His eyes widened at the burst of flavor. "Incredible," he muttered, but he quickly masked his excitement. "How much for everything you have?" Victor asked, trying to sound indifferent. Elias raised an eyebrow. "Why everything?" Victor stiffened, realizing he might have revealed too much. "I have buyers who will pay well for quality spices. But your price seems high." Elias didn't respond. He simply started packing up his jars, as if the conversation no longer interested him. "Wait," Victor said, his voice louder. "I'll take half your stock. Name your price." Elias paused, then wrote a number on a scrap of parchment and handed it to Victor. The price was steep, but Victor couldn't risk losing the opportunity. He paid without haggling. As Victor left with his purchase, another merchant approached Elias. "You could have sold everything for even more if you talked him up. Why didn't you?" Elias glanced at the man and said, "Words lose value when there are too many." Over the weeks, Elias's reputation grew. People came from far and wide to see the silent merchant who let his goods speak for themselves. His mystery made him irresistible, and his business thrived. Elias lived by a simple rule: always say less than necessary.